There we go.
There you go. Give them all.
That's why that fence is up out there.
I'd like to welcome everybody to the March 20th, 2024 meeting of the Owen County Advisory Plan Commission. First order of business is the Pledge of Allegiance. If everyone would please stand with me.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Number 3 on the agenda, roll call.
All right. Amy Casper? Here. Bob Curry?
Here.
Amy Meyer?
Here.
Kenneth Sebastian? Bill Purcell?
Here.
Norm Warner?
Here.
Chad Van Ryan? Donna McIntyre? Mike Swafford?
Here.
Okay. If you haven't already done so, please do sign in so that we have your information. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I just want to make a statement. In section 3.05 of the Rules of Procedure for the Planning Commission, it does state in A that a quorum is a majority of the entire membership of the commission. But in addition, Rule 3.04, General Rules A, says that no action is official unless authorized by a majority of the entire membership of the commission at a properly called meeting. So therefore, there would still need to be 5 votes to go any direction. If you don't get those, then it has to be tabled for the next meeting.
Gotcha.
So we have 6.
Well, we have 6 now, so we're,
Right, but still there has to be a vote of 5 for anything.
so if we have 2 abstain, then we got a problem? Yes, sir. Okay, thank you. Okay, number 4, approval of minutes. You've had the minutes in your packet from February the 20th. I would entertain a motion.
Move to approve.
Mr. Purcell, seconded by Mr. Curry. All in favor by show of hands? 6-0. Number 5, old business. Public hearing for the amendment to the final plat for PC 2024-7 OC development. I will now call the public hearing to order for the PC 2024-7. Gentlemen, if you would come forward, state your names, and then present your, make sure you turn that button on there so we can hear you.
Chris Balt and John Livingston with OC Development.
Afternoon.
What's up, Bob?
So if I understand correctly, all we're looking at now is the Mylar plat change, or not really a change, but an updated Mylar,
Yeah.
correct?
From the findings, you just need to do the
Okay.
findings.
All right, so let me read through this real quick.
Can't wait.
What's that?
I love it when you read through this stuff, Norm.
Yes, well, it's riveting, I'll say that.
Yes.
Boundary lines by meets and bounds that provide us a survey of the tract with dimensions and angles on the plat. Existing or recorded streets that intersect the boundaries of the tracts is on the plat. Distances and directions to the nearest established street corners or official monuments is on the plat. Street names, White Oak Road, Pin Oak Road, Walnut Road, and Red Oak Road. Complete curve noted for all curves is on the plat. Location, type, materials, and size of monuments and lot markers is on the plat. Plans and specifications for the improvements required by this ordinance is in the covenant. Restrictive covenants running with the land on the final Mylars in the file. Certification by a registered professional engineer or a registered land surveyor that the plat adequately reflects his survey. Yes, it's on the plat and the Mylar. Deed for the dedication of streets and other properties for public use. This provision does not require the streets or easements must be dedicated for public use. Subdivision will be handling the roads. Certificate of improvement or completion bond is irrevocable letter of credit. The Plan Commission made a motion to approve or deny by a vote of 8-1 without,
No, don't read that part.
Oh. Hey, I'm in reading mode, sorry.
Yeah, don't read
So-
that penny in here.
Yeah, disregard that last part. So hearing these 11 findings that we came up with last meeting, and knowing that all we have to do is get the Mylar signed and then they're ready to go, does anyone, or do I hear a motion to accept these findings?
I'll make a motion to accept the findings.
Mr. Swafford, seconded by Mr. Curry. So if you would, let's do verbal on this since it says yea or nay here. So just vote with a yea, nay, or abstain.
Yay.
Yay.
Yay?
Yay.
Yeah.
All right, so all present members are yay, 6-0. And I can get this back to you now and I'll sign it later.
Yep.
Okay. All right, gentlemen. I'll have to sign your Mylar tomorrow, and after that, it should be good to go.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
We'll see you next
I'll
month.
now close the public hearing for PC 2024-7 OC Development. Okay, moving on. New business, number 6. There are 3 separate lots that we're dealing with. I will run these all as one public hearing unless someone objects to that. We will have to vote separately, but we will run them as one public hearing. So with that being said, I will open the public hearing for the following lots, or applications, I mean. PC 2024-4, PC 2024-5, and PC 2024-6. Rittinger Enterprises, Abe Dirksen. Okay, so who's going to present the application for this? Nobody's here to present? That's fine. Okay. So I do have a traffic report from the highway superintendent I would like to read. I will need to go through our findings here. Would anyone like to speak on any of these 3 lots? Yes, sir. Just come forward, state your name, and
Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for allowing me to speak tonight. My name is Richard Rumple. I own the corner lot across from these properties in question. I also own a residence on 60 Concord Road. All right, the property has been in my family for over 80 years, actually 90 years. So my grandfather purchased it, passed it on to my father, and then passed it on to me. All right. I grew up in this area, so the land and everything has a great meaning to me. I do come here tonight, though, in favor of changing the zoning on this property. I truly do. My property has been for sale for several years. However, the general rumor among realtors in the state of Indiana seems to be, it's a waste. Don't even try it. The county and the state have an unwritten agreement that this property will be used as a roundabout in the future, thusly holding our property hostage as it's zoned residential and in turn squeezed between businesses, sandwiched, if you will. All right? Now, I know that it's only a rumor. I know that this probably isn't the case, but that is what's being said out there by the realtors for this property. It's also being said by the individual that used to own this land. I've talked to her, and she said that she appeared before you all for the zoning change on her property directly across the street from me and was turned down. And that is why the realtors say it was turned down. Now, the property west of mine is, or excuse me, the property west of this property is zoned commercial for the most part. You have a Dollar General store there, you have storage buildings there. Property north and east of my property, directly across the road from the property in question being discussed, is owned by Sweet Owen Industries. Now, the office downstairs states that the owner of the property directly next to mine, on the corner there, somebody else owns the land but Sweet Owen. However, the director of Sweet Owen said that they own everything west or east of my property. All right, so that needs to be investigated. There seems to be some question on this.
Susan, can you pull up the map?
okay? It may be under a different name, she stated, but it is all of their property, and they want my property, okay? That's why we had the conversation concerning this. Now, each day, Sweet Owen, they have warehouse personnel arrive at work, home health care workers come and go all day, and business deliveries are made constantly to their 3 houses that they occupy. All of these houses have paved business-style parking lot areas, business trash dumpsters sitting in front of their right next to the road, and for some reason, this isn't considered a business. It's not zoned business. Now, let's see. If you've got more paid employees than a fast food restaurant, you've got warehouse facilities behind several houses, you've got a bus, a minibus that takes customers over here and over there, all right? Paved business-style parking lots. Folks, that sounds like a business to me, be it nonprofit or not profit. All right? But for some reason, this property isn't being used or isn't being zoned as business, and in turn, is being used as an excuse to keep my property and other properties from being zoned as business properties, or commercial properties, I should say. Now, I'm not sure what your traffic report is going to state, all right? As I said, my family's lived on Concord Road and in that area for over 80 years. We've seen the area from my house, which is, I call it the Red Roof House, the Red Roof Inn, okay, all the way down to Highway 46, turn from a cornfield into the residential area it is. The land across the road used to belong to Charlie Wampler when I was growing up, him and his wife Vivian. I used to mow their yard when I was young. All right, there was nobody there, no residents whatsoever on that side of the road, from his house all the way down to the highway. All the residents that have appeared and have built since that time have added to the traffic problem. Sweet Owen Industries definitely adds to the traffic problem. So using traffic as an excuse is not a viable excuse per se, okay? As I said, I'm for changing this to commercial property. If it's done, I will be back before you in hopes of changing my own property to commercial. All right? As this time, I see no reason why I pay taxes on a piece of property that I can't sell as residential because it's sandwiched between businesses. All right? And in turn, it's basically being held hostage. It's keeping me from being able to do what I want with it. I'm paying taxes on it and have absolutely no use for it whatsoever. All right? It's non-marketable at this point in the state of which it sits. And in turn, the taxes that I'm paying will amount to, in a few years, more than what the county or the state would give me for the property if they do put a roundabout in. So it's a losing proposition for me to maintain this property and to keep this property. Plus, it's a constant battle to keep people from putting signs on this property, especially now in a political year. It's been a nightmare, okay? I have a sign up myself stating no signs. But that doesn't seem to dissuade anybody from this property and putting up their own signs. Okay? As I said, it's just, we're being held hostage in this area because these two corners, and even up the road a little bit, property of which is being discussed tonight, just a little bit up the road, directly across from them is Sweet Owen Industries. And if they can have their business there, there's no reason why somebody else can't have a business across the road. It's just that simple. It's time for a change, and it's time for the commission to understand that and realize that. Okay, it truly is. It needs to be changed to commercial property. Thank you very much. I thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Yes, sir.
Also in the rules of procedure 5.02, an applicant or the applicant's representative must appear before the commission for the case to be heard.
Okay.
So if they did not show this evening,
So,
we can't complete the hearing.
okay.
Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. Ma'am, did either one of you want to speak on this property?
Nope,
No? Okay. Well,
We're on this side.
okay. Well, we're at an impasse because we don't have a presentation of the application before us, so
Be tabled.
I move that we table this until they can appear.
I second it.
And Mr. Curry seconds it. All in favor of tabling this until we get an application presented? 6-0. Do I need to go ahead and close this? Because it's open.
I
Okay.
have a question before you do close this. What are they going to put there? What are they wanting, they're wanting to rezone it, that's more important to me.
They're wanting to rezone it commercial. I mean, are we at liberty to speak on this?
Yeah,
Okay.
what they want to do is they want to sell storage, like the storage barns, the little storage barns. So they'll move in and out, so, yeah. There wouldn't be anything permanently there, it would just move in and out.
Other than maybe an office, I would
Yeah.
think.
Oh my goodness.
Um,
We thought it was gonna be something good.
It's a shed facility.
Those are pretty now, they
Right.
are pretty, but
As far as traffic is concerned, that would really be
No, I mean, you're gonna have a flatbed truck hauling one in or out at some point.
chances are the entrance would probably even be from the highway.
Yeah, it's 153 feet off of the highway,
Oh, okay.
up on Concord.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
when I had a senior moment.
Huh?
I had a senior moment yesterday.
Storage buildings.
Hang on, it's gonna get, I'm rewinding.
Okay.
No pressure.
It's
No.
okay,
No
yeah, I do it all the
I
time.
swear, that was bad.
So
It's okay.
I'm just going to leave the traffic study in the packet. We'll read it when the application comes back. Go ahead.
There is you mentioned something about traffic a while ago?
Yes.
Traffic, whatever. And on Concord, we are all from Concord. There's one across there. Are they counting it for what?
That's what it was there for, to check and
I
see.
don't understand what it is. I mean, that is a god-awful, terrible intersection there with the school buses and whatnot.
Mhm.
It's just a traffic study for this, to show how much traffic.
I can answer that question.
Yes, I mean, highway superintendent's right behind you, so he can answer.
I'm the highway superintendent. There's a couple of different projects that could go on in the area. One is out at the school in a bus barn. The other was this on this corner, so they asked the highway department to do a traffic count and to gather some information to bring into here, just how many vehicles pass through those locations in a day.
So there's potential of a roundabout.
But that's not, that right there is not the problem. The problem is people turning there and going around, and then, well, you know how many trucks have been there, and how many almost you don't know, because we live there and we do know how many's almost been there. But there's no, I mean, I don't understand why we can't have a light there and it be regulated by the traffic.
Well, that question, I'm the highway department for Owen County. I'm not NDOT, the state highway.
Well, I don't know the difference.
I just take care of the county roads, not the state highway, and the state highway, the state of Indiana's decision to put up traffic light there. As in regard to roundabouts, I have seen plans for a roundabout at 43, but none at Concord Road. I have heard,
Yes.
I have heard those rumors.
Yeah.
And I usually see, I usually see those out 10 years in advance, and I've not seen them for Concord Road.
I've not heard that one, but,
Folks, I'm going to have to close this public hearing. No, you're okay, you're okay. But anyway, I will now close the public hearing for PC 2024-4, -5, and -6 at this time. Okay, now we can get on to public comments. So, number 7, public comments. We can speak about anything other than this application. So if you got a public comment, fire away.
I just presented all my.
Good enough.
Yes, I'm finished.
All righty. Number 8, staff reports. Do you have anything for us for next month?
Yes.
Okay.
You will have two other rezones
2 other reasons.
for the OC development. They were rezoned back before they purchased it. It was rezoned from agricultural to single family. They want it to be multifamily because there is that, if it's consolidated into 1 acre, like multiple houses on 1 acre or so.
Right.
So they will be
that will be on your next.
That'll be on our
agenda,
next one.
Including these three, and I will
right.
contact them tomorrow.
Well, we need to impress on them the fact that someone needs to be here to present or we can't move forward. So,
I will tell them.
all right. Number 9, Planning Commission comments. Anybody got anything? Seeing none, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
Mr. President.
Yes, sir.
So there's, sorry,
No, you're all right.
um,
I don't want to misstep here.
for any continuance, the commission may require re-notification of property owners within the written notification boundary established under these rules. Doing so serves the public interest. Also, if they fail to appear again, you would on your own be able to have a motion to continue, but it may be more appropriate to have a motion to dismiss.
Yes.
Because they are supposed to come, they are supposed to present the evidence of why they
Right.
should be getting that.
Well, and then we have to check off the list, so to speak. I don't need to read these at this time because we're not going to consider it, right?
It'd be good to say whether you want notice to be issued again. If it's over 60 days, you have to, but this would be under. Well,
I would say we go ahead and do our due diligence and notify everyone again, just to be safe.
I agree.
There's a chance that they could come back and push this yet again, and then we would be past our 60 days. I don't know that they will. I don't know if they won't. I don't know.
Does this mean I need to put them in the newspaper?
It would be the entire notification process.
Okay.
But
I
again,
just
it's
want to
not-
make sure that it's the
not-
entire.
We'll need to
It's not
read.
required, so if the commission wants to limit what the notification is, just the surrounding property owners or whatever, the commission can do that if they so choose. Because it's, whenever you continue something that was in a public hearing, you don't have to re-notify the other hearing. But if the commission finds it's in the public interest to do so, they can, so the commission can also decide if they want to limit what that re-notification is.
So
So you
why
want
don't
me
we,
to resend everything?
let's post the sign
Uh-huh.
on the property, and let's put it in the paper. I don't think we need to do certified letters again. Is everybody okay with that?
Right,
Do we need to put that to a vote?
do you think maybe we should, in our notification that they didn't show, and we're gonna put it on the next agenda, that if they don't show, we're going to dismiss it?
I will contact them, the parties tomorrow and
Yes.
I mean, just
convey
let them,
that to them directly.
I would
Let them
say,
know
if
that
they fail to
failure to-
show up again,
well,
That wouldn't be in the notice itself, but it should be notified. They have to.
right, so we need to let them know that. They're gonna have to be here next time. Yes, ma'am?
On this property that you're talking about, when there was an auction last year, did they buy it then?
I don't,
They have not purchased it, it's contingent on the,
And they're not here?
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I think we're not supposed to make any comments.
He lives
So we
in
need to make a
Kentucky?
vote on that.
Yeah,
He lives in Kentucky?
on the notification?
On the notification, right?
Okay.
He needs to make a vote.
So-
I got a question before we vote. So we're running an ad, are they paying for this ad?
I think they need to pay for, it to be added for an ad again.
Okay, let's,
Because they paid for the ad the first time, because it is contingent on the thing now that they have to pay for ads. And so they did pay for the original ad to be posted, so,
They should, or otherwise it could have been dismissed tonight if it were.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we shouldn't.
Some people are be paying their bills, and they're supposed to even show up.
Right.
Yeah. So I'll charge them again for that, but I do need a
And
motion.
do impress on them the fact that they need to be here this next time. Okay, with that being said, we have a motion to adjourn that's been properly
We need
seconded.
to make a motion on the signs.
Oh, yes, okay.
To adjourn.
All right, so the motion on the floor, I'll make the motion on the floor, is that we post the sign on the property and we do the notification in the paper only at the cost of the applicant. Okay? So I need a second on that. Mr. Purcell has seconded it. Are all in favor by show of hands? 6-0. Okay.
I move we adjourn.
Does that satisfy everything we need, Dana?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. With that being said, then the motion to adjourn is back on the floor.
Second.
Seconded by Mr. Curry. All in favor of adjourn? 6-0. We are adjourned. Thank you very